I feel like I'm talking to a friend that I haven't seen in years. It's been a couple weeks, but you guys, I hope that you had a wonderful holiday. Today I was gonna sit downstairs and just kind of do like a really chatty, you know, New Year's and positivity and going forward and resolutions or whatever. And then, you know, just a few new things and some things that I got for Christmas. I mean, I feel like we're kind of past that. I don't know. I feel kind of icky being like, I said my stuff, you know. And this year wasn't really like that. We have something big planned, and, you know, we're kind of, for Brad and I, it's more so like an experience thing that we're doing. A couple different things, but I did get a few special things, and just the time with my family this year was priceless. And having this time, I don't want to say off, because I mean, I don't feel like what I do is like, oh, I'm off work. I mean, I wouldn't do any of this and post and do these things if I didn't like it. But every day on LTK, you know, we post a different, I'm gonna leave these on just a few more seconds. You know, every day I post, you know, a few things there, you know, outfits, whatever, and that's easy and that's fun. And, you know, I love checking in on Instagram. But I think November and December were so like, I only have one of these. These are those Chanel ones you can get for free, which I need to like hit up the counter and peruse and be like, you got any of those free clips in your drawers? Because this one's too big, but okay, just use this one. But yeah, these are the best. You can get them free at the Chanel counter. Hot tip. I mean, buy something. Okay, let's not be. But November and December, back to my point, was I feel so like heavy with, not heavy, but just so topical, right? From gift guides, Christmas, home tour, this, that, decorating, Christmas, just all these things. You know, I worked with a bunch of brands those last couple months, which I was really, you know, thankful for. And I feel like now, you know, when we kind of reset after the new year, I feel like we can just kind of get back into our groove, you know, just do these videos that are just kind of, I don't want to say like less pressure or but you know what I mean? Just like, let's just sit down and like, you know, shoot it and just talk. But I feel kind of like when I naturally did kind of, you know, I did that last skincare video, I think a week before Christmas or the week after Christmas, and then, you know, kind of was like, you know, I'll be back after the new year. I did feel like that was a big, hard break. And I feel like we need that every now and then, you know what I mean? But this is so much fun to be here with you guys. Oh my gosh. So I really wanted to get back to what I was saying. Oh, I love these. I'll link to these. These are so good. I really do feel like going from that to like the beginning of the year, which I do feel like is one of my favorite times, just because it's refreshing, it's a reset. So anyways, I'm gonna use my this Biossance squalane and peptide eye stuff. I just put it on my hands and I just kind of like rub it in like a, oh, it's so good. I just feel like it's really nice and nourishing, but then it's also really nice for in the morning. I use it at night too, but I just, oh, I love that stuff so much. But if you're curious about other skincare stuff, check out my last video because I did like the full routine. And just talking about like the new year and everything, I don't want to be like, oh, new year, you have to change how your makeup looks, you guys. But naturally, I feel like I've been doing it a little different. And I don't know if it's the heat, I don't know what it is, but I have felt my skin has gotten very dry. I'm very oily. That doesn't always coincide, but my skin has been dry. So I feel like my skin has been better than ever lately. And 2024, you know, I'm an 84 baby, so this is my 40th year. I feel like my skin's looking good. But you know, the last couple years I have leaned in so hard to like not using a lot of powders, really like from a standpoint of like, well, what do you think that's doing? You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to dry anything out. I love looking not dewy and shiny, but just like nice bouncy skin. And so sometimes like with my, I'll let my little sponge here, sometimes with my like foundation stuff, you know, I mean, we use foundation, we love it. But sometimes I'm like, gosh, you know, I just want to be like packed in some moisture today. Okay, so I've been using this again and I really like it. You can use it with your fingers or whatever, but it is such a nice tinted product. It is kind of expensive. It's the Radiant Skin Tint by La Mer, and I use the shade Light. Yeah. And I really like it. I love the Merit sticks too. And with the Merit sticks, I've just been kind of like, you know, you just kind of put them where you need them. And you can have like really moisturized skin. This is the moisturizer that I used this morning, the Squalane Probiotic Gel Moisturizer. So good. I'll link to all of that. But I don't know, I forgot that I had this. And so I've been using this the last couple weeks. And oh my, it's really, really nice. And you can just rub it on with your fingers or whatever. But I do like a damp sponge. And this is not a beauty blender, it's a pawpaw sponge. I'll link to those. You can get like a big bag of them for a good price. And I love that you can put this whole product like all up under your eyes, on your brow bone, everywhere. I did get a new makeup mirror for Christmas. My old one, where am I gonna put this guy? I was just literally doing my makeup in the viewfinder. Okay, oh, that's so much better. My old one I had for many years and it was not holding a charge. It was out of warranty. And I love this mirror. So that was one of my nice Christmas presents. But I love a beauty sponge like this because it does, I feel, kind of infuse a little more moisture into your whatever you're putting on it. And you can even spray it with like this is a hyaluronic mist or whatever, you know, like dampen your sponge, spray a little on the sponge, and that can be like kind of part of what mixes with your foundation. And then more product gets on your skin rather than like going all off on a brush or something. Because your sponge is dampened, the sponge doesn't absorb the product. So there's that. We know about these. I feel like for this year, I think more people are gonna start embracing like really kind of not just dewy skin, but maybe like going away and really understanding like maybe what a lot of these powder products are doing to our skin, you know what I mean? Like just drying it out from that standpoint. And it breaks me out. Powders break me out. I did find a really good setting powder that's talc free that we'll talk about because talc's a lot of the stuff that like does break you out. Okay, we'll get there. So it mixes with the oil, it makes a glue, and then it's not good, okay? Okay, so talking about Resolute, I'll link to everything that I'm using. Mine are always not so specific. It's more so like I don't ever want something beyond my control, like the beginning of a new year, to dictate anything that I do, you know, like if your favorite team like loses a big game, terrible. You know, that's not going to dictate your whole year because it's out of your control. Things are going to happen like that all the time that are outside of your control. And so for me, it's more so like every day is something that I can control and that I can sort of reset myself. Do you know what I mean? So that's kind of where I constantly try to come from. And, you know, I feel that in the moments and in the years when I take like a more relaxed approach to anything, I actually end up being more productive and I get more done. That's not to say like, oh, I'm relaxing, I'm not doing work, but just not to the point where you're just like frazzled and stressing yourself out. Just to know in the mindset that everything will get done. That's something that I definitely struggle with. And I just want to really go into this year from that standpoint and, you know, just to really enjoy every moment. I'll link this product. I just actually bought a new one. I love this so much. One end's a corrector and one end's kind of like a more like brightener. I don't know how to, I just kind of use them interchangeably. I don't know. I mean, it's not like one side's better than the other. But I do feel like this has been such a good, I do feel like that has been such a good reminder for me. And again, you know, when I do really kind of step back and over the holidays when I had so much to do and, you know, just normal stuff and wanting to be present for my family, but then also like work stuff too. Like, is my shirt down this whole time? That'd be tragic. I just try to look at every moment as like, okay, it'll get done. Everything will get done. Everything always has. As long as I don't crawl into a hole and put my head in the sand and don't, you know, do anything. I get up and I do what I gotta do for work, and everything will always get done. Cause I have that where like, I mean, I don't think anxiety, but just like, yeah, I mean, it turns into that, like with the dread of things coming, or, oh my gosh, I've got all this work this week, or, oh my gosh. And then in your mind, you start doing the steps you're gonna take to get there, and then it becomes overwhelming. And it's like, just make a list, put it on the calendar. This day I'm gonna do this day I'm gonna do that. And I don't need the buildup. I don't need the stress of like thinking about it beforehand, or, do you know what I'm saying? I find that this works better when you just kind of, I'll link to these, I love these. These are those sticks that won't break you out. Okay, so that gave me a little bit of dimension. I just, you know, that's just my main thing. And then I feel like everything else will naturally kind of go. And Brad and I were talking on the podcast, like, what's in and what's out. We did like such a huge like in and out list. Last week we did like the paint colors of the year, and like, well, this, when I say that, like, it's literally just a fraction of the episode, you know, but it was a big chunk. Our episodes are usually about an hour and a half long every week. But we talked about just like some decor trends and things like that. And I'll be honest, I just think the whole vibe, even with just like new jeans that are coming in, oh, wear baggy jeans now, and this is, I don't really think anything truly goes out anymore. I think it's just about all of us doing what you want to do, you know? Like, I don't think there's a right or a wrong way necessarily to do anything anymore. And what I'm trying to say is I just feel like a lot of this performative stuff that we've seen on social media, like from a wellness perspective to parenting to this has to look perfect, that has to look perfect, I think that's going out. Not caring so much, but I think people are just realizing, or maybe we're just all flipping exhausted. Like, we don't always have to say the right thing, do the right, like, you know, do your best or whatever, but I think all the performative stuff's about to like really go out the window. I joked, it's like, you're gonna see a lot of people like just showing their true colors, and you know, I was like 80s parenting's coming back, right? Like, smoke up, and I'm just kidding, don't. Did you guys get your, oh my gosh, all these Christmas decorations down? Like, this year was nuts for me, like as far as like the decorating went, like it was nice, right? Not nuts, but I enjoyed it. But because I kind of like put it up little by little, I kind of like start in November, October, and just kind of do it little by little. I felt like I had so much stuff. By the time I kind of sat back and really started looking at it all, I was like, wow, I did put a lot of stuff up. So when I started removing or like taking it down, I was like, oh my gosh. So I'm kind of in the midst of that. I still have our family tree up that's like not decorated. I love it. I think it's so pretty. And I'm like, am I gonna become like a twinkle light woman? Am I gonna put twinkle lights all over? Because I literally, when I took the mantle garland down, put another little string of lights on there just to like keep the cheer going. Am I right? It was a lot. So I linked all these products that I'm using. I'm not saying like, I am very like anti most cream products because the ingredients are garbage. They're gonna break you out no matter what your skin type is. And I just don't get it. I don't get why like they can't make them with good ingredients. But this Merit brand, oh my gosh, so good, and such a great dupe for that like viral, yeah, not viral, but that Chanel highlight, the sculpting stick that we've used for a while. I actually used up all of mine over the holidays, and I went back into using this one, but I kind of like to use that one last. I don't know why. I feel like the highlight's like the finishing touch always. So for my eyeshadow, I have been sometime just taking a little bit of this stick and just putting on mascara and going. But today I'm gonna use a little bit of something else. I'm gonna kind of get my lips going a little. This is good stuff. It's that lip plumper. I've had this for years, and there's a new kit that came out that was the Ash K. Holm or whatever she's a makeup artist, and she released like a set, and so it's like a lip kit set, and I've been using that, and I really do like that. I've been using that this month. A little bit of the blush that's left. I do like to do that with blush too, as I just kind of like to. But my point is, it's not about like creams are better or powders, whatever. It's certain ones I get, but these, the finish, they last, they look like your actual skin, good stuff. And I really, really love the cream shadows that they have, and this is the Mid-Century color, and this is just that perfect color that will work. I mean, put it on your fingertips, on whatever. I love this brush. This is the best cream eyeshadow brush because it's kind of like almost like a little stippling action, if that makes sense. Like not stippling, but you know, it's like one of those stippling brushes. It's a little more like feathery on the ends, so it kind of doesn't like really pack the color on. It kind of just feathers it on beautifully, which I think is really good for cream shadows. And my whole like vibe with the makeup lately, and especially this year, I mean, of course, sometimes I do like to do, I love like a heavy eyeliner and darker colors. That's kind of always been my thing. And I can do it quick, you know, and I think it's just nice, but I've really kind of been leaning in to more like simple eye looks, sometimes like with no liner at all, which we're not even going to use eyeliner today. I know we don't always have time, but I've always said over the years, we can always find a routine. That time that you're spending sitting and doing your makeup, doing your skincare, whatever, is such an important like treat to yourself. And I think for your like mental health, it gives a message to yourself, like I'm taking care of myself, I'm doing something for me, you know? Eyebrows, oh my gosh. This eyebrow pencil, it's like $3. It's the e.l.f. I don't use this every day, but sometimes I'm like, okay, I just do a little there, a little there. This is the best eyebrow pencil ever. But talking about hair and stuff, like sometimes I feel because I've been on here so long, again, like I started this in 2008 and we've done so many videos, but I'm also not naive but I don't think that everyone that's coming here has seen all the videos. I hope you haven't, as a matter of fact. But sometimes, you know, like I get a lot of questions like, oh, what's this or what's that? Or, oh, your skincare, why don't you share your skincare? I'm like, I just did, you know, and that's fine. But you can look and you can see, and I've done a lot of things, and a lot of things are outdated. So don't go back too far. But with hair and stuff, I feel like it's not even that what I'm doing is anything that I've even shared in a video before. But sometimes when you've talked about something for so long as I have on here for over 15 years, gosh, this will be the 16th year. It's nuts. And I know I say that a lot, but I think it's something to be proud of, and it's kind of gives some context to this madness, right? Sometimes I'm just like, oh, how much do you need to know about my hair? You know what I mean? Not that there's anything special, but that's why I don't like share anything. But I got a lot of questions recently because over the holidays, I took some time to like, I mean, I know it sounds stupid, but just like not do a ponytail, like to wear my hair down. And, you know, I actually curled it a little and I did a few things and I was like, wow, like how do I even style my hair anymore? I haven't done it in so long. And so I got some questions about the hair color and about certain things. People thought that I had changed it. You know, where do you go get your hair done? All this. And I've always shared that over the years. The truth is, I have not been to a hair salon in over 3 years. I'm just gonna be honest about that. I, again, am someone that really likes to take time to do what I wanna do the treatments you wanna do. But sometimes, like especially with nails, with hair, you know, if I feel like when I had blonde hair, I had to go get that done. But then it got to a point where I'm just like, it's all one length, it's like nothing. And I'm not coloring it anymore. You know, like I let it grow out years ago. This is 100% my natural color. Now again, maybe 40 this year. I'm waiting for any little signs of gray. When that happens, embrace it, do what you want. I'm gonna probably start coloring my hair again. I feel like my hair's gotten really healthy. It's gotten so much thicker and it's crazy. The other day when I was curling it, I found like this piece of hair that was like this long, growing like from this area. And I don't know if I'm gonna find it, but I don't know if it was like regrowth or what. Where is it? I don't know. But it was this piece of hair that like, I'm like, dang, like I got all this, not new hair, but I just, whatever. And it could be still, okay, listen, my child is fully gonna be 9 years old this month. Nuts, but you know, with moms, and I see people all the time that have had babies or, you know, oh, my postpartum, this, that, whatever. Oh, I'm losing weight. And I'm thinking, dang, like I still think of myself as like my body's still, you know, changing and getting back to maybe what it was, and then changing in other ways. And my hair and this and that, you know, and when I was pregnant, my hair was so thick. And then after I had her, my hair was so thick. And then, you know, that's kind of a common thing, you know, you really like can lose hair after pregnancy and stuff. And then it was just, that happened later for me. And I feel like it's just kind of over the last several years, you know, like kind of getting back. And I don't know, you know, just give yourself some time, give yourself some grace. Not to say like, dang, it's gonna take 10 years. Wow, what's happening? But I don't know. I just feel like things are kind of a journey, and there's never like a super quick fix for a lot of things. I will link to this top. I love this top so much. I think it came in another color too, and if they don't have this exact one, they have like a dress version. They have this top in a different color, but they have one that's kind of more boat neck too, which is really nice. You can interchange this with the Chanel stick, okay, which I'll link to that too. And I've had this, when I linked the Chanel stick, I've had the sculpting one and I've had the transparent. They're pretty similar. But this one is exact to like, I mean, it's, so if you can't find the Chanel, get this one. And this one doesn't have really any pore clogging ingredients, which I really, really love. Now, what I like to do with this, and again, like if I don't do any eyeshadow, I'll take this and I'll just put it on. And you might think, oh my gosh, creasing. There's nothing to crease. It's just, you're not doing dark eyeshadow and you're not doing really like heavy powders, which I find powders sit on the lid and can crease more than even like a cream product, because creams I like to apply very thin. I find that they get, you know, and that's the whole thing for me, is that if I don't pile on so much, well then it's not gonna be a problem. So then I take my blender and just rub it right on there, get a little on the nose, and this is my favorite, and this is I think like what transforms the whole thing. Put it along this, or you can just draw it on, but I feel like that wipes your makeup off, so I don't like to do that. Put on this, and then start right at your brow bones. So go ahead and have like your brows done. And you do a little stamp there, and then all down onto, what in the heck is that? That's great. All down, like pointing toward like your mouth. Do you know what I mean? All down toward the tops of your cheekbones, and oh my gosh, so pretty. And I've been doing that for a long time with either this or the Chanel, and I feel like I just, it makes your whole face just light up. And when I don't wear makeup, like there's days when I'll just, if I'm gonna be around the house, whatever, and I just don't care, I will just get this and just sweep it on and be like, yeah. So we've talked about this for a long time, and I'll be honest, years ago, when I first bought that Chanel stick, probably like over 5, 10, I don't even know how many years ago, I hated it because I was in the full like powdered highlight, powdered makeup look, and I thought it just looked like a grease stick. I just don't think I knew what I was doing with it, but isn't that pretty? I just love it. And then all there, and then for your lips, but that's truly like such a multi-tasking thing. Okay, this is good because it's very, this plumper that I use, the Plump Shot, it's not like a tingly, like it's not gonna make your lips red or hurt, you know, which I don't like that. I don't think those are pretty. I don't like the pink, you know, like it makes your lips look sloppy, I feel. You know what I mean? Like you've smeared all your makeup off and it's been a rough night. But this one's good because it's really moisturizing, but it gives you like that plump effect. But right before I do my, you know, I put it on while I'm doing my makeup, and then I barely blot it off, as you saw. And then I really love both of these. I've had these before. This is the High Def Honey. Actually never had this exact color. I had the one that was more nude. And I do this right along my lip line. And this is all in that kit. If they still have those kits, I'll link to it. If not, I will just link to these products separately. I like this because your skin looks like healthy. Your eyes aren't too much, but they still look like, ooh, but then your lips, you know, not too much, not such a statement, but just kind of like done, you know? Okay. And then I fill it in with this color, which is a little more pink. Easy peas. And then I put this over it, and this is the Buxom Samantha. This came with it, and just really any kind of nude gloss, but these are my favorite. I really love these. And this I didn't use, I don't think. Did I use this? I don't remember. This is such a good brow gel. I really like that it's the Refi. Refi. And it's the medium brown, and it's like a little ball. And a lot of times I did apply it because I can kind of feel it. I don't remember doing that on this. I was talking and I forgot. But it really holds, it really defines, and I a lot of times don't even use my brow pencil. I'll just use this like on quick days. But for years, I mean, I don't have gray hair anywhere, but on my eyebrows I do. I'll get like, and I don't even know if they're grays. They're just like lighter eyebrows. And I don't want to pluck them, and I don't want to color them because I don't want to tiptoe into that territory of then having like painted on brows, because I don't want any, okay? Don't want that to look any more aggressive than they do. But this is a good thing to just kind of like, you know, kind of just sweep over and camouflage a little bit of that, just to even them out. This is so good, you guys. This is the talc-free powder that I found. Talc is usually the ingredient in powder that can break you out. And powder in general, just, you know, the people that are very breakout prone like myself, that are oily, whatever, lived for powder. We think, oh, that's it. But then once you get oily and, you know, then it mixes with the powder, or you're touching up with powder, that's creating a little paste that's clogging your pores, creating more acne. And when I gave up setting powder and a lot of like powder-based products years ago, my skin got so even and like luminous, the texture. And I think that has a lot to do with it. But this I really have liked, because every now and then, I mean, I like to take the powder. This is really where I like it. Right there. A little bit, just whatever's left, you know. Nothing crazy, but if you must powder your skin, this is such a good one. It's talc-free. Again, the talc is really that ingredient that does kind of cause the clogging, and it is in everything, okay? Well, this is Laura Mercier too. Hopefully they still have this. I believe it was called like the finishing brush or something. But very, very good. And I'm trying to think of anything else. I'm still, you know, I don't know. I love, oh my gosh, I wear so many different perfumes. I've really been into this and the Dolce & Gabbana with the heart on it. Oh, I love that one. But this is just that one that just sits and I love. And the Baccarat, which is so basic. Everywhere you go through the McDonald's drive-thru, everybody's like, oh, Baccarat. My girlfriend wears that. Oh, this. Everybody knows that stuff. So I like it, but I can't give it up. I don't know. When this bottle is done, I might, I don't know. Am I going to give it up? I don't know. It's hard to give, you know, it's hard to give up like your certain perfumes that you're used to, you know. I'll show you my outfit here in a second. Let me put my jewelry on. I will link to everything. I love the way jewelry looks through this top too. These are the bracelets that I never take off. I'll link to this. This is so good. It's actually the same brand as this one. But it was kind of fun getting kind of dressed today beyond like a sweatshirt. And, you know, like having some things to do. It's kind of nice getting back in the groove. I like to look the way that I look. That's why I don't do a lot of different eyeshadow looks. I'm not doing green and then blue and then this and then that every day, because I just want to always look like me. You know, that's part of it. Like if I'm seeing the same people every day, if I'm seeing, you know, different, I don't want to look like I'm totally different every day, but I want my makeup to look done. I just want to look flattering, but still like myself. And this is such a natural look. This is probably one of the more natural looks I've done in a long time. But I do think finding this like core look that you can do that isn't gonna be like so over the top, that you can do quickly, that will always look good. As far as finishing mist and stuff, I really love this mist as more like a skincare thing, and to mist into my sponge and into my foundation, like as I'm using it, if you want like an extra moisture boost. I've just been kind of using the sprays that I have. This isn't like a lock it in makeup setting spray, but I do find that it does the job. It has some alcohol in it, and it's got like, okay, whatever, if you like that or you don't, but it just feels refreshing. I don't know, the Caudalie. So, okay, really like that. But it does stay put. It'll, you know, it'll last, it'll look natural, it'll stay put in a way where like, I feel like when I do makeup, I don't want to be so shellacked and so powdered and so heavily like matted out that the second my skin lives and breathes, it's gonna break through and be bad. Like that's not a bad thing. That just means maybe like your makeup is wrong, or like you've done a little too much there. Like it's not a natural thing for your skin. So when you do find these products that will last, that don't have that like kind of shellacked appearance, but that looks even more flawless and perfected, I feel, and gives a better effect, in the long run your skin will be happier and clearer and smoother, then it won't wear off because your skin's healthy, you know what I mean? Or not healthy, but your skin's happy. Like it's not pumping oil. you know, when it does naturally get a little dewy throughout the day, it won't look so different because the makeup's like kind of looking more like your actual skin and not like a matted, you know, like mask that you have on that then of course will look different if any sort of sign of life appears. Do you know what I mean? So if you're into trends, if you're into like, you know, what makeup is gonna look like this year, I don't think there's one look that's right or wrong, but I think the whole basis of it is gonna be more so towards like skin that looks like skin. And I know a lot of people are thinking, I can't do that, I have oily skin. That was me, okay? That is me, I have that type of skin. But years ago, once I went to some of these more like skin loving products, things that looked a little dewier, things that were a little more moisturizing, but that didn't break me out, my skin got healthier, it got happier. And I don't know, I just think that's a good thing to do. Oh, quickly, let's talk about, so that's the makeup. Do we have time? I don't know. I had so many new things that I wanted to share with clothes and stuff. I have a lot of great new things that I want to share with you guys. I ordered some shoes today that I've never been so excited about getting. And I think they're coming in a few days, but next week, you guys, is going to be like things you need to get, like finds, okay? Finds on finds on finds. But I do want to kind of share with you guys a few little things. Question that I get, okay, we addressed the hair, the nails we'll talk about in a second. Quickly, I mean, these were a really special Christmas gift. I think these are real cute. Can you see past the glare? I like these because I got a few of those pairs of glasses that are those little, you know, beady ones, and I didn't spend a lot on them. I got them from like Anthropologie, didn't spend tons on those types of trendy glasses. But for me and my face, larger glasses just look better, okay? So I was like, okay, I don't mind spending a little more on these because they're so classic. They're not huge and big, and they're not small. These are glasses I'll truly have forever because they're not trendy. And I've really been into Celine the last couple years. I just think they're so beautiful. I don't really have a lot of like handbags on my list, or I mean, I feel like we're long overdue for like some handbag conversation and like how I feel about all that. But the Celine bag that's kind of like the square, it's wildly expensive. And I know, like, I've got things that are nice, but I'm just like, oh. But anyways, that's one bag that I would really like. But these are just so cute, and I just really love them. So I was very excited about those. I'll link to this exact pair because I think you always see those Celine ones that are very small, and those are nice, but they don't look so good on everybody. Once I think the trend goes away, they're gonna look very dated, and I don't think these ever will. We'll have a handbag discussion at some point. I really love this top, you guys, and I keep thinking, like, is this staying put? It is. This top is made into this. I do want to talk about nails quickly because aside from hair, like, I do get questions about these nails. Because that's the thing, it's like maintenance and something that people always spend a lot of money on is hair and nails. We'll get into that in a second. This is cute. It's a bodysuit. This is made into it. These jeans, oh my gosh. I even have them in like a bigger size. These are my more fitted ones. These are my true size. But you can go a size up and they could be a little looser. But with all of just like the jean trends and everything, again, I don't think anything's truly out this year. I think it's just that like looser denim, wider leg, whatever, all that's coming in, but don't get rid of anything because I think this is just the year that kind of anything goes, really. Like, I don't think anything's truly out, if that makes sense, but these are a really good, I think, like, nondescript pair. They're not too skinny, they're not too this or that. They're just good and comfy and flattering, and I have these in a bunch of different washes, and they're just some of my favorites. But this top, oh my gosh, get your hands on it if you can, even if you got to get it in another color, the dress version and the boat neck version, so cute. But it is stretchy. It is so comfortable. Lace to me gives me the ick. Like I don't like a lot of itchy, uncomfortable things. It's not, it's very soft. And this top that's under it, that's made into it, is pretty secure. I keep thinking I'm gonna look down, it's gonna be like, and then you know what? And then I can't use this video and I have to like redo the whole thing. But I've gotten so many good, oh my gosh, so many good clothes lately. You guys do not miss next week's video. Oh my gosh, do not miss, you guys. I have bought so many great things lately. But with my nails, so I was talking to a friend of mine and my sister recently, and they were talking about these nails and asking me like tips and stuff. And funny, I do have an older video where I was talking about like how I do them, and that was years ago, and that hasn't changed much. But I do think like the brand that I like has definitely changed. I found these Glamnetic ones that I really do like. These, I'm going on my third week will be in 2 days. Okay, so it will be my third week in 2 days, but you can see they're going pretty strong. They're looking pretty good. When people say press on nails, and that was in one of our lists, one of our ins and outs lists this year. And look, there's not a big gap, and I'll show you how to avoid that gap. Obviously your nails are gonna grab, but when you get your nails done in a salon, they kind of lay that acrylic like not too, sometimes even further out. And so then they grow out faster, they show the growth faster. What I like about these is that you can get them, okay, well, I'll talk about that in a second, but you can really like push them down into your cuticles, not in a bad way, but just you push your cuticles way back first, okay, way back. And then you buff them with a nail file, you get them really short. These are your natural nails I'm talking about. Wipe them with an alcohol pad or just make sure they're nice and clean, no oils of any kind on them. And then you lay out the nails, put the glue on the natural nail and the fake nail. And when you put it on, people, I see, they want to press, and then I'm like, you've already gone wrong. That's how bubbles are going to form because it squeezes out the glue, and then you're going to have bubbles. You don't need to press them on hard. You just take the nail, you put it back into your cuticle as far as you can go, and then you just lightly lay it down, and you just do the lightest pressure. Just like you're just, that's the pressure. Not like no pressure, really, just lay it down. Because the glue is gonna do the job. And that's the biggest question I always get. What glue do you use? The glue that comes with the kit. There's a little glue tube that comes with every tip or kit. And if you're not gonna use this brand that I'm gonna talk about, then I would say to definitely use the Kiss ones that are acrylic nude. All Kiss nails are not created equal. Some of those are those little thin ones, no. These are the same, it's the same glue that they use at a nail salon when they glue on tips. You're just gluing on the whole nail that is made out of acrylic already. So it's easy. And then when you do want to remove them, don't remove them too soon or you're gonna have a disaster. They're gonna rip your nails off. Wait until at least 2-3 weeks. They should be ready to come off. And then use one of those like floss picks, you know, to kind of get up under there. And then you can use the actual like floss part to kind of wiggle up and it'll pop right off. I do like the Glamnetic ones, and I'll tell you why. For one, I love the designs. Okay, I have the black you've seen me wear. There's the white. I'm wearing the red set right now. I put those on, you know, way before Christmas. This is a pretty set. I'll link to all these. And then there are shorter ones. I like these that have the gold at the cuticle. That's kind of a different vibe. And then these are kind of cool. But what I love about the Glamnetic is that they are thick, thick, thick. They feel exactly like salon nails. I got my nails done for years and years and years. I was like acrylic nails all the time. And they're, one of those in and out lists said in press on nails, which I really wish they wouldn't call them press on because I think that just is not, I mean, they are called press on. It says press on, but you mean you have to glue them on and you really don't press them at all. Okay, that's the whole thing. But the nails are just bare, you know, they don't have anything on them, no stickum. They're just thick little nails. But what I like about the Glamnetic is that they're naturally very thick and very curved and hard. Whereas I feel the Kiss ones naturally start lifting a little. I like the way the Glamnetic are formed toward the cuticle. They're a little smoother down. And I feel like they naturally hug your nails and they stay on better. These, I never drop a nail with these. Occasionally with the Kiss ones, I'd always keep my kit. If I were traveling, I'd always bring my little kit with me because if I needed to glue on another one, I've never ever had any of the Glamnetic ones drop. So that's good. Definitely try these and maybe save yourself some money this year. And again, like I want to support people that do nails and everything, but if that's not in your budget, and for me, like it's in it, like I will spend money on stuff, but I don't know. I can't commit to doing something all the time like that and nails and expensive. And this is nice. I keep thinking like, is something happening? And it's not. It's just, this is good. My battery was exhausted. Are you guys exhausted? Is this a long video? I don't know. I just want to talk to you guys. There's so much and I don't have a list of things to talk about. I just literally turned the camera on and went. So when people are like, oh my gosh, talk about so many things, you're all over the place. Yeah, I am because I'm not reading from a script. And, I just think that as with a lot of things, we can find that there are some better ways, maybe some more cost-efficient ways, time-efficient ways. To me, my time is so valuable. And, you know, if you really find someone that you love, support them and go to them. But I don't know, for years I just would bounce from place to place, or I would find some place that would be far away, or, you know, a place that I loved, someone would move, and it was just like, okay. And I want to always have my nails nice, because if I don't, I have like, my nails aren't cute. It's not like I'm a nice woman that has like done nails all the time. That was never me. I always had ratty, like bleeding gross cuticles, because my nails would get very dry and I would pick them, okay? I'm a nail picker. But when I have fake nails on, I don't. And so I don't know if it was last year or the year before, I was like, I'm going to keep these fake nails on. I'm gonna really commit to it. And I did. And I really do like it. And it's really kind of made me feel better about myself over these last couple years of just always looking down and knowing that my hands are looking good, you know, and because that's tough. Like, that was something that I always hated that I would do, and I never could break that habit. And I don't know. So this makes me feel good. Do things that make you feel good. And maybe try some of these. I'll link to these. I think they're really, really great. These that I had on for Christmas, this would be so perfect for Valentine's Day. I might get another set and do these for Valentine's again, or I might do these little cute red ones with a little red. I don't know, those looked kind of fun to me. So I don't know, guys, maybe try something new. You might surprise yourself. I know I have friends that just say, oh, I can't do it. And I'm like, just trust me, I didn't get it right the first several times. It's something that you might have to work for or work toward, kind of, you know, to get it right. Like I did for a while. I've done these for years and years, and I think they're really starting to become more well-made. More brands are gonna start doing these, but I really do like this Glammatic brand. It's nice. So, but getting into this, especially this first quarter of the year, which can feel very like, whoa, like where am I? Such a hard reset from what December was. And I feel if you do something similar to me, or in a lot of places, a lot of industries, you know, that last quarter is very like hectic. And then all of a sudden you're in January and it's just like, and I love it. I really do love this time of just doing these types of just kind of going with the flow. You know what I mean? So anyways, you guys, next week's gonna be real fun. I can't wait to come back, and I just really do love this vibe. So we'll continue with these sort of random kind of, you know, what's going on in the week videos. We'll do maybe like a more glam makeup look at some point, but I just wanted to keep it real and share with you guys this one, which is kind of natural and easy, and will keep your skin feeling comfortable and bouncy, right? And juicy, all the good things. So I can't shut up. I can't stop talking to you guys. Love you so much. I'll see you guys soon. Have a great week. I'll see you on next Friday.